This is Bay Radio.
I'm Jeremy Kenton. Now, we're stuck at home, we're not able to do the things that we would normally do, and movement is the key. Now, there's a lot to be said about the fact that the posture that we're in can cause problems, but it's not always about the posture, but the lack of movement. And for many of you trapped at home, sitting at a computer all day long, or doing the jobs which you wouldn't normally be doing. But movement is the key. Now, I've got some friends with me to help me, and one of the main issues is that people are sitting on their phones or at their computers for far too long. Now, the neck, the shoulder, the upper back are incredibly important in terms of the fact that they're supporting us, but they need to move. Now, we're designed basically to be on all fours, not on two legs, and certainly not sitting for a prolonged period of time. So what can we do to help ourselves? Well, one of the most important things is to make sure that whatever task you're doing, you take regular breaks and you move around. Now, get up from your computer from time to time, walk around, move around, but also move your body. Now, many people think that a head rolling exercise is a good thing, but it isn't. And the reason is, if we look at our little friend here, is the vertebral artery, which is in here, this red structure. It kinks naturally at a particular place, and that place is in here. And as we get older, and by that I mean anybody over the age of 35, they can get problems with that artery kinking, which can produce dizziness. So the worst thing that you can actually do is to roll your head around. Don't do it. There's no problem in terms of bending the head to the side and holding that position, and then bending it to the other side and holding it in that position, bending the head forward, bending the head back, and try to stretch up. And imagine that you're like a puppet with a single string attached here, literally pulling the head up. So bend the head to the side and hold that position for a few seconds. And then you can find that after a few seconds, you can move the head a little bit more. And then bring it back to the center and do the same thing to the other side. So try not raising the shoulder, but keeping the idea of getting the ear as close to the shoulder as possible. Hold that position, and then you can find that you can move it a little bit more and bring the head back to the normal position. And just gently bend the head back, but making sure that the shoulders are level and relaxed, and then bending the head forward. And then looking to the left as far as you can, and after a few seconds, then move the head a little bit more, and you can find that you can move further, and then repeat to the other side. But so important, do not do a rolling movement of the head, because you'll impinge on the vertebral artery, which can produce dizziness. Also, in terms of just gentle shoulder shrugs. So take a big breath in, and as you breathe in, bring your shoulders right the way up to your ears, and then breathe out and let the shoulders drop, and you'll find that the shoulder height will actually lower. Another thing, very simple exercise, is just to stand and just slowly, with the arm hanging so that the weight of the arm does the work, slow circles. First in one direction for about 5 repetitions, and then to the other. So moving in the other direction. And then repeat with the other shoulder, so that a nice circling movement. If you've got shoulder problems, it's not a good idea to do resistance exercises where you're pushing against a wall, as that will actually impinge on the shoulder joint even more. But remember that the key for the neck, the upper back, good posture, take regular breaks, and keep all those structures moving.